Some good folks down there. I was told I've got 7 minutes, but I may need to cut it short because the speaker after me tends to talk a little bit. So I don't know who that is, but we'll see. Wow, what a great group we have in attendance today. I want to thank all of you for allowing us this opportunity to sponsor the luncheon. I always enjoy traveling out to all of the 12 different community markets that we serve to meet community leaders. And I can tell you, all of you are doing some fantastic things in this community, and you really don't need to look any further than Campbellsville University. What they've done, the growth in this market, and the talent that they're bringing into this market is overwhelming. And let me tell you how hard it is for me to say that, because I played football at Georgetown College, and I'm on the board of trustees at Georgetown College. But it is quite impressive. So kudos to Campbellsville, kudos to all of you, because it takes a community to support a small college. And again, they're doing some fantastic things. As you can see, well, our slideshow is supposed to be sliding, but we are a community bank. I'll tell you just a quick tidbit about our bank. Again, we serve 12 community markets, and 9 of our community markets are small community markets, similar to Campbellsville, Greensburg, and many other markets. And let me tell you, it is really the lifeblood of our bank. It's why we exist. And so we're very excited. I do have some news to share with all of you today. And Monday night, we signed a definitive agreement with Grant County Deposit Bank, which is in northern Kentucky, and we're going to be acquiring that bank, and it's going to allow us to continue to expand in a market that we already serve. So we're really excited about that. So we'll be working through that over the next 3 to 4 months. It takes a little while to get regulatory approval, but it's an exciting opportunity for us to continue to grow. And that's really for a bank our size. We're looking to grow in markets that we already serve. We're looking to expand in markets that we don't serve. So that's the part that's really fun for me, and I get to be involved in and go out there and meet a lot of good folks in areas that we're not currently serving. Again, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to sponsor this luncheon. Again, I enjoy getting out here. We've got a good group of folks here, and we appreciate all that they do. They really raise the bar. And our goal as a community bank is and not picking on the other banks here or the credit unions, but our goal every day is to provide a level of customer service that exceeds our competition. That's really what we work to achieve every day, and it's kind of our motto. What we talk about is just what we do. We say that all the time. Giving back to the community, donating our time and talent. It's a part, again, of what we do and why we exist. So, again, thank you for allowing us to sponsor this lunch, and enjoy the rest of your program. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I can see you now, but I'm going to take these off so I can see these words. I got you in focus. I'd like to introduce you to our speaker for our gathering here today. Eddie was born on May 20th, 1942 in the Meadow Creek area of Taylor County. He attended school in Campbellsville School System. He later moved to Louisville, where he graduated from Wagner High School and attended the University of Indiana. Returning back to Campbellsville in 1977, he owned and operated Rogers Gateway, which later became Rogers Foodland, from 1977 until 1997. He is married to Teresa Means Rogers. They have 4 children: Michelle Rogers Poitras, Leanne Sutton, Wynn Rogers, and Natalie Rogers, along with 3 grandchildren. I think you might put the most important around them: Jordan, Dalton, and Lane. He takes great pride in serving our community, and he is active on numerous boards and committees. He's a member of the Elkhorn Masonic Lodge, Scottish Rite, as well as a Shrine. He served as president of the Rotary Club and a recipient of the Paul Harris Award. He's also been a member and past president, I guess I should say is a member, and past president of the Campbellsville-Taylor County Chamber of Commerce. Currently, he's serving as a board member for the Lake Cumberland Area Development District, the Lake Cumberland Community Council on Aging, the Lake Cumberland Health District, the National Association of Mental Illness, Greater Campbellsville United, and other local and state boards. He and his family also attend the First United Methodist Church here in town. Eddie served as Taylor County Judge Executive during the 1999 to 2002 term. In 2006, he was re-elected and is now serving his third term. His goal is to remain focused and to strive to help serve the people of this community and make Taylor County the best place to live, work, and raise our families. I present to you Taylor County Judge Executive Eddie Rogers.
I tried to get him to give him my real name, but he said he was afraid to. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Pickerwood. Had that from date of birth. But good afternoon and welcome to the June Chamber Luncheon. It's always a pleasure to be asked to speak at the Chamber Luncheon. Thank you, Judy, for dedicating this month to the Taylor County government. Thank you, Laurel Avenue Baptist Church, for allowing us to use your fellowship center. This is a great setting, and it feels good to be here in God's house, blessed with and to be surrounded with family and friends. Good friends and good food, the two just go together. Amen? Amen. Thanks to my sponsor, Fort Bank, and to all of the employees at Fort Bank, whose mission statement is to consistently exceed expectations for their customers. I understand your goal. Also, thank you to David Allen Newton and Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken for providing a delicious food and drink for the chamber guests, and we all appreciate it. Like members and business of the chamber, Taylor County government operates a lot like you do. Evaluations and differences between consumers and taxpayers rely on how our budget reacts under stimulations. On a daily basis, our budget is tried and tested. Taylor County government deals with the exclusive cost in providing public safety, services, all maintain infrastructure for our citizens and visitors, as well as basic parks and recreations. Warren Buffett once quoted saying that, in the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. How true that is. It's easy to see where a wrong turn was made, and that hindsight leads to learned experiences, even if you have to make difficult choices on the product and services available. Like most other government, businesses, and households, we have spent the last few years adjusting through this recession. And sometimes the budget just doesn't allow us to fund every want in Taylor County. But our budget does provide the needs to the best of our ability. Fiscal Court usually has first reading of a New Year's budget in May, with final approval in June for implementations in July. Final approval is only after the draft budget has been reviewed and approved in Frankfort by the Department of Local Government. Work on a budget takes many months to complete. The county treasurer, Melissa Williams, myself, and the department heads evaluate prior year spending with anticipated spending to draft a feasible working budget. Then the draft is molded into a balanced budget that's approved, then adopted. In July, upon approval from DLG, Taylor County will start operating under the 2014-2015 budget of $11,466,673, up slightly over last year. 100% of the budget is allocated to several departments. Almost half of the budget is allocated to the general fund. The general fund involves many areas of structured government. Included in the general fund is the animal shelter, recycling, solid waste, contributions to the E911, airport, Veterans Park, courthouse maintenance, emergency management, fire department support, economic development, judicial building maintenance, grants, sheriff, coroner, and PBA support, as well as salaries for staff and magistrates. I will elaborate a little more on some of these later. As you see, there's a lot of entities where our dollars, your tax dollars, go to. As always, Taylor County's single largest allocation of the budget supports the Taylor County Detention Center. Almost 30% of our budget is for the operation of the Taylor County Detention Center, operating on a budget of just under $3.4 million, up slightly over last year's figures. Taylor County's Detention Center has 26 full-time and around 10 part-time employees that are trained and accountable and held accountable by standards of the Department of Corrections. During the period of incarceration, an inmate has the opportunity to participate in programs for life skills training and rehabilitation to avoid becoming a repeat offender after release. Supervised inmates provide community services in many areas throughout Taylor County. Services include recycling center, roadside cleanup, gardening to help lower detention center food costs, landscaping, lawn care, moving office equipment, and carpentry, just to name a few. Other nonprofit organizations that utilize inmate labor includes the Campbellsville government, the Campbellsville Housing Authority, which is a dual purpose, is met with the ability to train inmates and provide public assistance simultaneously. The second largest single budget department is the road department. 2014-2015 budget allocates just under $2.3 million to the department. Over $1.8 million will be used to resurface the roads here in Taylor County in the 2014-2015 budget. This funding is divided equally among 6 districts, and each magistrate determines the priority of need in their district. An additional $200,000 is from discretionary state funding, $65,400 for urban and unincorporated road improvement and enhancements. The new budget also includes flex money of $113,047. Also included in that is $106,075 for new bridge construction and improvements. The new bridges are on Sullivan School Road, Feather Creek Road, Sharp Road, and Barney School Road, of a total of $137,960. Announcements will be forthcoming on possible delays or minor inconvenience during the upgrade and replacement of these bridges. Taylor County Road Department has 9 full-time employees and 2 part-time employees. In addition to road maintenance, they prepare the grounds for the Taylor County Fair. They pick up truckloads of food for the food pantry. They mow for our historical districts. They work county cleanups, unloading trucks for the solid waste, pick up discarded items from the mission store, and even transport sand and material for the playing fields for the Taylor County ball teams. These guys are always ready and available for whatever may arise, day or night, from rain, snow, and to the smallest player on the ball field. These guys handle whatever situations come their way. I'm thankful for their dedication and services under the leadership of Brian Smothers. He does a fantastic job without the recognition that he really deserves. From the state funds, approximately $9.2 million can be used for the Taylor County phases of the Heartland Parkway. A request for proposal for personal service contracts was released for 2 construction phases. The first construction, section 1, is the Campbellsville bypass from Kentucky 55 to Kentucky 70, and the second construction section, Campbellsville bypass from Kentucky 70 to US 68. The procurement bulletin defines purposes and needs for the Campbellsville bypass. Project will improve safety and decrease delays through Campbellsville by providing an alternate route around town for trucks and commuting traffic. It will also provide improved emergency response times and needed interconnectivity on the southeast side of the town between existing state routes. This recent announcement proves that a voice in Frankfort will be heard. I'm proud to have mirrored goals on this project, as Van Carney, John Chowning, legislators, and many others. I will continue to work with the Governor's Office on this project that would help promote and stimulate economic and tourist activity in our central location. The good news is that we already have the necessary ingredients for Taylor County to be successful, and the future for Taylor County. A fantastic central location, good infrastructure, a safe community, fantastic workforce, great schools, recognized parks and tax incentives. The only thing we need is a bite on our lure so that we can reel in another prospect. Again, this year's budget, Ron McMahon, the Local Economic Development Authority, will receive $150,000 to be used for debt repayment and Ron's recruitment efforts. We have a great Heartland Commerce and Technology Park with 1 tenant and hopefully for more. And at this time, I'm happy to announce that the Atmos Energy will be moving all their services to this park and construction of a new facility in the very near future. We're excited about this recent announcement. Taylor County, they want good paying jobs, and I want the same. I understand the active development program is needed, not only to attract manufacturing opportunities, but to small and large businesses as well, which makes Taylor County remarkable through a broader scope. Increasing our chances and expanding and retaining, attracting new growth. Another tool for growth in Campbellsville is the Campbellsville University. Congratulations to Dr. Carter, John Channing, Frank Cheatham, Otto Tennant. I start naming all these names, I'm going to stop. For another successful year, with another record year of enrollment of nearly 3,600 students, preparing for a new and a rewarding future in their field of dreams. Also, Campbellsville University works with existing industries and displaced worker programs to retain employees in their technical training center or one of their 90 other academic options. Campbellsville University was just announced ranked number 8 in the nation for online theology graduate program. What a big, number 8 in the nation. In other areas, Taylor County partners with city government in supporting important life-saving services. Two such services include the Campbellsville and Taylor County Rescue and E911. Taylor County contributes $650,000 toward the meeting of their day-to-day efforts, an invaluable service to this community. In partnering our efforts, our chances for more federal and state funding improves. Eventually, I'd like to see that every resident has access to fluorinated water, paved streets, and roads. While fire substations remain a topic of discussion, Physical Court has just agreed to purchase almost 7 acres of the Roots property located on the Greensburg Road. They could possibly be future site for the Taylor County Fire Department. The County Fire Department has outgrown their current home beside of the Campbellsville Fire Department. I don't know the future plans, if all of the departments will move to the new location or if the new location will be a quick response location serving the western half of Taylor County. Other social service areas that Taylor County government helps financially support includes the Senior Citizens Building, of the Utilities and Maintenance, Council on Aging, the Renaissance, Greater Campbellsville United, Veterans Park, Children, Youth, and Juvenile Services, the Caring Place, and Solid Waste for keeping our community clean. Another citizen service that we provided was the Treasurer's Finders Report for Taylor County. All the listings alphabetically are on the back table. So if you want it before you leave, you might check those. You may have some money coming to you. So this is all up to date. Taylor County has been responsible for 383 people having lost monies returned, over 114,000. Treasure Finders has about reached Treasurer Hollenbach's $100 million goal. Just for Kentucky, $100 million has been given back. I have brought a paper listing for anyone that would like to search for your name or a loved one, the name on the list for Taylor County, or check out their website at missingmoney.com, or you can call the Treasurer's office toll free at 800-465-4722, or you can call my office 270-465-7729. Another widely used community service we offer is a participating in partnership with Waste Connections, which allows anyone with trash services in Taylor County or Campbellsville to drop off, and you can drop by my office and get a voucher for disposing of up to 1,500 pounds of solid waste for a flat rate of $15. During the past 7 months, approximately 323 vouchers have been used. After the pickups, the crew will be called to pick up the bag trash for disposal or recycled at the local recycling center. The recycling center is manned by inmates that are overseen by trained employees. We receive many calls from citizens that want to continue the recycling program and increase awareness through education of the benefits of recycling and how it can be used as a tool for promoting and marketing Taylor County. Taylor County Solid Waste Coordinator is Debbie McNear. Taylor County's Animal Shelter offers a voucher program as well. The voucher covers expense to adopt, spay, neuter, immunize, or microchip the animal. Last year, the animal shelter expanded into their new building and is only housing Taylor County animals with 3 full-time employees County Animal Control Officer Jacob Newton. Since last July, 296 animals were rescued, 89 were returned to owners, 149 were adopted by voucher, and only 38 were euthanized. The shelter is always in need of volunteers and donated supplies to help care for the animals. If you would like to volunteer, please give me a call and we'll schedule the time for you and your organization to help and play a part in making Taylor County Shelter a clean and inviting environment. I would also like to update recent activity concerning projects at our local home place, Tibbs Bend in Green River area. Soon to expire is an $80,000 grant for trail completion, trailhead signs, points of interest, markers, and benches. We still have our guide that is living in the historic toll house overseeing the property and guiding visitors to the areas of Nature Conservancy, Home Place, Tibbs Bend, and the Civil War Monument. Another project I've worked closely on involves the Tibbs Bend Iron Bridge. After many trips and consultations to Frankfort and E-Town, an award of about $1.2 million will be used to replace the bridge. So if you want some pictures of the old bridge, now is a good time to go down there and hold your loved one close and say, I remember this. But in August of 2014, work should begin and we'll closely work with the I will closely work with the contractors and see if there is a way to move and preserve the old historical bridge at another location, perhaps only for the foot traffic if feasible. Which could be another draw to the area for tourism. As you have heard me mention many times, Green River Lake is a hidden jewel right here in the center of Kentucky. Recent figures from tourism were disappointing. However, there could have been errors in calculations. The recent Memorial Day weekend proved that our lake traffic was extremely heavy with visitors. I think many others agree with me and they like visiting our state park also. Veterans Memorial Park is another highly visited recreational area with Taylor County. Our partnership with the Campbellsville Baptist Church continues with renewal of our lease agreement, which is guided by their expertise and skills for overseeing the ball fields and organizing tournaments. We, as the county, caretake of the grounds, building and maintenance, provide lighting, restrooms, trash service during the tournaments. Taylor County has a lot to offer those who live here and those who choose us as their recreational destination. The members of the physical court is made up of 6 magistrates representing 6 districts. District 1 is Dr. James Jones. District 2 is John Gaines. District 3 is Tommy Corbin. District 4 is Matt Pendleton. District 5 is Ed Gorn. And District 6 is Richard Phillips. And then myself as County Judge Executive. Our regular scheduled meetings of physical court meetings are scheduled for the second Tuesday night of each month at 6 p.m. In the physical court meeting room, Taylor County Attorney John Bertram advises the court of any decisions or any answer to questions that may arise from discussion of county businesses. The public is always invited to attend, observe, and participate. The county attorney, the magistrates, and myself may also be on a select committees that are designed to study an area or concerns or bring their findings back to the whole court for their discussion of improvements, proposals, or forthcoming actions. Other actions taken during physical court meeting includes the approval of claims, new ordinances, and amendments, interlocal agreements, personnel issues, bridge, and road infrastructure and appointments. Most appointments to local boards such as the Taylor County Regional Hospital, Airport, Library, Ethics, Tourism, Community Action, Extension Office, Economic and Development, Council on Aging, and Green and Taylor Water District boards are all recommended and approved by vote. On the lighter side, during the last 3.5 years, I've performed over 462 wedding ceremonies. It's not all business all the time. Some of the time, it's just fulfilling a request as to perform your wedding. Let me assure you that your county government is financially sound, responsible, and proactive in meeting the needs of the citizens of this community. Our 74 full-time employees range from a single airport employee that we have to the deputy working the night shift on sheriff patrol. They assist residents in licensing vehicles, to pet adoptions, to scheduling a visit with a loved one that is incarcerated. We know that time and resources are limited. We know that you deserve our full attention. We work for you, the citizens of this county, and strive to do our best so that you can rest and feel secure that the needs of this community are met. If you have a suggestion or an idea on how we can better serve you, please let us know. There is no such thing as a bad idea. All ideas are treated with respect and welcomed. I want to personally thank each and every one of you for your attendance today. Thank you to Taylor County employees for your hard work and faithful services to this community. Thank you again to Lowell Avenue Baptist Church, Fort Bank. I know what you mean. Our caterer, Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, for today's event also. Thank you to Chamber for your dedication in making these monthly events informative and successful. Thank you to my supportive wife, Teresa, for your heartwarming spirit, never-ending patience. Family and friends, love to all, and may God bless you in everything that you do. Thank you.